Hello, hello, I'm Kimberly Samboy and welcome back to my channel. This is a very special Conversando con Kim because today I'm having a very special guest who's a teacher from the Harvard Business School and his name is Reman Kani. How are you? How is it going?
Great, thank you for having me.
Okay, so you know a lot about artificial intelligence, but most of students just know about ChatGPT. What's artificial intelligence beyond ChatGPT?
Beyond ChatGPT, oh my gosh, it is so many different things. So there's AI before generative AI, where you're predicting credit scores, you're predicting cash flow, you're predicting the weather. That's AI, right? But then there's also images. There's now videos with Sora. So I'd say kind of AI is everywhere, which is really exciting.
A lot of people there are having like entrepreneur, they are starting out their own business, and today on MTech Caribbean you were talking about how can a small businesses can use AI as a tool to grow their business. How can they do it?
Any small business in the world can use AI to grow their business right now, which is really, really exciting. So just go to Chat GPT, go to Claude, go to any of your favorite conversation tool, and tell it it's a business advisor. So I would start, you tell the AI who it is. This is what's crazy about AI is like, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
I can't be like, you're an HBS MBA alum. Maybe one day, but yeah, not right now, right? But tell the AI, say, you have a Harvard Business School degree. You grew up in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
You've run lots of small businesses. You're a helpful advisor that's going to help me do this. You write all that out. And then the AI will say, okay, great. I know who I am. And then ask the problems you have. Say, hey, how could I improve my business? What could I do? And it will sound and act and do like an MBA would. The advice it will give will be phenomenal. That's it. Like my one thing is like, be skeptical. It's not always right. 2/3 of the time, the advice is phenomenal. 1/3 of the time, it can lead you the wrong way. So bring in a friend to help you think about that advice. But these tools are just a great place to go to get access to, phenomenal business education, no matter where you are in the world.
Human advice versus AI advice. What's the difference? How can we use this to improve our own skills?
Great question. So I think one way to think about it is human advice is wider ranging. It helps you explore ideas. So if we were chatting and, I'm like, hey, could you give me a restaurant recommendation in Santo Domingo, right? You might say like, here's a good restaurant, but also you should go see this other thing. The AI is never going to go off script, right? Where the AI advice is super useful is when you want to really optimize something. You want to do something and so you're like, I want to launch a Facebook ad campaign. How should I think about doing that? The AI advice can help you do that really, really well. It's not so good for the sort of broader, sort of crazier conversations that are a really important part of the advice process.
I also want to know what is a positive impact we can have of AI in our daily life as students from high school?
Oh, as a student from I got to be careful here, right?
Yeah,
so not writing your final exam papers, just with
Exactly.
it. I think there's a ton of ways. So one, if English isn't your first language, it's phenomenal at helping improve your grammar. I tell all my students at HBS, use these tools just to improve the quality of your writing. There's no reason you shouldn't be doing that right now. Second, you can use it to simulate all sorts of things. So let's say you are interested in business. You could have ChatGPT make up a case study about a business and then ask you a bunch of questions about whether the business should expand to a new location or not. And then it will help you build that intuition and judgment in a really quick and honestly more fun way than I think reading a textbook. So you can turn textbooks into conversations with your friends. Maybe would be the way to put it.
And a final message for people who probably are like our parents that just don't really understand a lot about artificial intelligence. How do you think they should start like rethinking about it?
So we have a saying at Harvard Business School with AI, which is show, don't tell.
Yeah.
So go to your parents, open up ChatGPT, open up Claude, open up Dolly, and do something with them with it. Right? Like have them use the tool and see it. Because it's one of those things where you're just saying AI, I don't think people understand. When you use it, suddenly it's completely different. So good excuse to hang out with your parents and like not have them ask you awkward questions, hopefully. Right? Use that AI. I don't know. Think about maybe there's something you want from your parents. Hey, let's see if we can use this to help us work out what new phone you should buy me. Right? And then go through the process of it. I think they'll learn a lot in that. And that's really the only way that you understand the power of these tools.
Another question that I have that a lot of Dominicans would love to know.
Yeah.
A lot of people young really want to study abroad, and Harvard is like that school. Any advice for those people that are going to apply now for college?
Oh my gosh, Harvard's crazy. I'm not smart enough to get into Harvard now, right? Like no way was going to happen. What I would say is, let's go back to the AI theme. I'll keep it focused. play with these tools and build things with them. I think that's the most important part. Be intellectually curious. That makes the biggest difference. And then I would definitely run your personal essays through ChatGPT just to get rid of those typos. Fix that grammar. There's no reason you can't benefit from that. So maybe that's the tactical tip. But longer term, I think you should be playing with these tools. They're really exciting. And my real sincerest hope is that we can start bringing Harvard all over the world with these tools, right?
Yeah.
There's no reason you should have to just get lucky and be in Boston. Can we bring Harvard to folks in the Dominican Republic, to folks in India, to folks in Nigeria, right? So everybody can benefit from what we teach is just something I'm really excited and passionate about.
It has been a pleasure for me. It's pretty crazy that I'm doing my first interview in English. Since the time that I saw the presentation, I said, wow, I really want other people to get and understand that AI is not this bad tool that we have heard of before. So it has been a pleasure for me, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.